Arizona schools are playing catch up after nearly 2 years of quarantines, cancellations, and classes online. What's been referred to as the pandemic learning gap is getting worse as we speak as the Omicron variant further disrupts schools. Team 12's Joe Dana explains what a recent report has to say about where the learning gap is the worst.
In the Glendale Elementary School District, an acceleration learning specialist is now stationed at each campus to make sure every student is reading every day. In Mesa Public Schools, the faculty is preparing for expanded summer school that will focus on getting students caught up. And in the state's oldest district, Phoenix Union, pandemic funds are paying for after-school tutoring. All new steps schools are taking to try to make up for the most disruptive force to hit schools in Arizona since the Great Depression, the COVID-19 pandemic.
The achievement gap and the learning gap is real. We know that there's a lot of unfinished learning, but kids can finish, kids can catch up.
The Arizona State Board of Education recently released a COVID-19 impact report, an attempt to get a handle on how bad things really are. Big takeaways include early grade students are being impacted the most. The math and English impact to learning is significant and broad. Student mobility, meaning students who changed schools or went to homeschooling, was higher than prior years. And English learners struggled more than English proficient students. In response to the report, State Superintendent Kathy Hoffman says in part, the data reflected in the report doesn't just tell us about academic impact, it reflects a lack of access to mental health care, limited access to digital infrastructure, parent or caregiver job loss, poor access to healthy food options, and the fact that many families live in communities where economic growth and opportunity are too far out of reach. Another major finding, recovery will likely require multiple years with additional supports needed. Dr. Chad Guestson oversees the Phoenix Union High School District and works hand in hand with 13 elementary school districts.
How confident are you that you can tackle this learning gap over the next 2 to 3 years?
Well, we're confident if we have the right resources, but to be really honest, it's going to be a challenge. We know this generation needs more support than ever, not just academic support. We're also dealing with a mental health crisis here in Phoenix and in our nation, and so this is part academic and part non-academic.
The report also finds that students who are typically high achieving were not immune to learning loss. Joe Dana, 12 News.
Joe, thank you. We also have continuing coverage of education amid the pandemic. To see more of our stories that focus on education, just go to 12news.com/learningcurve.